Hello guys, I hope you are doing great. I'm back again with another video in the series of marketing analytics with Python. So today we are going to discuss about exploratory data analysis. Just keep that in mind. I will briefly go over the topic and basically it's a tip of an iceberg. Exploratory data analysis in itself is quite a very hectic topic, a big topic that allows data analysts or data scientists to have a more robust understanding of the data frame. Now let's move on and try to discuss about why EDA matters in data science, or particularly in marketing analytics. It helps us identify or detect patterns before we actually move towards the modeling, the predictive analytics. It reveals the difference between segments. Like we will be able to see how one segment perform as compared to the other segments. And let's now move on and actually see how we can do that. For this particular context, we have this beautiful code snippet right here. First of all, I initialize a variable gender underscore profit to give it a meaningful name. Once I have that, I will equate its value. And here I am applying a method of this df object or data frame, and I'm actually grouping the values by gender. So it grouped the rows of your data sets based on unique values in the gender column. So for example, we would have like a male, female, and not defined. So it will kind of group it. And after that, what you're actually doing here, here you created a sort of mass group by, but it's kind of like where it allows you to perform aggregate function. What are aggregate function? That allows you to calculate the mean value of a particular group. So here we are grouping the values in terms of gender, and once we have those values separated, we are calculating the mean value of total profit for every specific category. For we are calculating the mean value of not defined, mean value of female and male. Obviously the column is total profit. Once we have this particular series at hand, obviously it will return us a series. We would like to graphically visualize it. It's quite easy to do. So once we have this Pandas series, we are applying the method plot of Pandas library, and we are passing two input argument. First input argument is the type of plot that we want. In our case, we want a bar plot, and the second input argument is actually the color of the categories that we do have in gender. Here, here's the kind of updated code. If you want to have like three distinctive colors, but previously it was run with only green and orange. And finally, we will have a function title that will add a meaningful description to our plot, where we say the average profit by gender. And finally, we will have this plt.show that will render the plot in our Jupyter notebook environment. So this is the way, and we can see that the total profit by male has significantly is greater as compared to female and not defined, but that is doesn't actually tell us the whole story. Might be possible the people who don't define their gender might be more females as compared to males. So these sort of stuff that could happen. In the same way, we will apply the same logic to any column that we do have at hand. Here, instead of like taking the gender, I'm now categorizing the data set based on marketing channel type. We have like 5 categories, and again, I'm calculating the total profit mean value. And you can see that the paid social actually drive us the more revenue as compared to any other marketing channel. And we are using the same function plot of pandas that is applied to pandas series, and then we have this description as well. Now this is something quite interesting. We have this particular column total profit, and we are applying the function hist that will help us generate the histogram. So here we are passing two input argument. First one is the number of bins that will divide the data into a set of 20 equally with categories, and finally the color of the plot that we do want in our hand. In our case, we want the bars to be orange. And finally, once you run this code, you will have this beautiful histogram generator. Finally, you can actually play around with yourself, and you can actually use Python built-in function input that will allow you to enter a specific value. Once you enter the specific value, what we are actually doing in this print statement, we are creating first a mask, uh, You can see here like we have df is equal to df marketing channel type is equal to channel. For example, if I write direct, so here it will only take the values which we have direct marketing channel. Once you have that, we are applying aggregate method on the total profit column and we are calculating the mean value. So it's basically the same thing as we have done in this particular plot. So I hope this tutorial have been helpful to you. I will catch you soon in the next video with more advanced skill sets.